I'm Shan, and today I want to talk to you about assessment in mathematics. Today we will look at the fact that assessment in mathematics has a direct impact upon students' teaching and learning experience. I will discuss two methods of assessment today. These are observation and portfolios. Both reflect real classroom activities. They can be aligned with curriculum and allow for diversity and inclusion. Firstly, we'll look at observation. Observation is when the teacher observes students undertaking classroom mathematics tasks. When planned, the teacher can note performance indicators. The benefits of observation are that it provides concrete records to refer to and plan future differentiation for student learning. You can also gain insight into the student's attitude towards maths. The limitations are that it can be time consuming and you must plan what you want to observe for the observations to have value. Here is an example of an observation. In this example, we're looking at a year 4 strand thread of the number and place value thread, and the students are just undertaking a simple task in class of writing a number in words. By observing this, I can, as a teacher, I can see that some students may need to spend more time on place value tables and reinforce the visual elements of place value before coming back to this task. Or they may need to be extended and we need to differentiate the next lesson to work on this area. For record keeping for observations, I have an example here of a teacher flip card. This could also be done on an iPad. But in this case, it's just a physical flip card. We use flip cards for each student to record observations. They can be discrete. What we're going through here is I'm ticking off as a teacher, as the students undertake this task, whether or not they understand, they're developing understanding, or they just don't understand at all. And this will help determine how the next class is taught. My next assessment strategy is portfolios. The key features of portfolios are that they are a compilation of a range of student work over time. The benefits are that they are a true, authentic reflection of classroom activities. They can be used for both formative and summative assessment needs. They emphasise the strength of students' work rather than their weakness. The limitation is that if they are not linked to the curriculum, they lack validity. They must also be purposeful collections of work with thought put into what goes into them. An example of portfolio pieces. Here we have a fractions and decimals thread of the curriculum, and at the start of the year we've modelled and represented unit fractions and their multiples to complete a whole. So this is actually the grade 3 thread. By the end of year 4, in our portfolio, we're showing that we can investigate equivalent fractions used in context. Now in this is an example from Scoodle showing how we've designed a park. The park is one whole and we've split that up into different sections. So the great thing about portfolios is that they can allow for two forms of assessment: self-assessment and teacher assessment. For the purpose of self-assessment, the student may include a written reflection with their portfolio piece, reflecting on what they did, how they did it, and any difficulties they faced. The teacher may also formally assess the portfolio piece through the use of a rubric, checklist, or grade. The portfolio is the record of work and the assessment. So today, as far as record keeping is concerned, for portfolios and observations, we've looked at teacher flip cards, iPad student files, the portfolio itself, rubrics, checklists of portfolio work, and self-assessments within the portfolio. Now, with any piece of record that you have around the classroom, you must be aware of privacy and be aware of your school's privacy policy and adhere to it. Record keeping will then be used to inform reporting of student results to parents, students, and the government. An example of this sort of reporting is a bi-yearly report. This is a Victorian one in the areas of mathematics. And this is a report that goes to the student and the parent on how they've gone for that semester. Next, that data can then be collated and reported to the public to show the results and the performance of your school to the public. In conclusion, observation as an assessment strategy provides formative assessment whereby teachers can observe and then plan teaching that is relevant to the student and their style and level of learning. Portfolios allow for self-reflection, teacher grading, and changes to plan lessons to accommodate learning styles. They also provide solid evidence of students' achievement of curriculum standards. Both assessment strategies also meet the principles of diversity and inclusion and allow for individual needs. Extra time can be given for portfolio work, and the resources and approach to the final piece can be flexible. Thank you.